Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I assume people are making their way in. So while people make their way in, this is B. This is the U movement. This is an oracle read to find out what the bejesus is happening in this energy. Got some Sao Paulo here. Let's clear the energy. Let's clear the decks, people. Let's clear the decks. Clear, clear, clear. Clear, 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 clear. Clearing some energy. Clearing some energy. Clear the noggin energy. Clear the hands. Clear, 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 clear. Clear, clear, clear. I got for Christmas this fun little incense dude who's here to hold my incense stick, which is fantastic. He's one of those backflow ones. This isn't a cone for backflow, but he snorts smoke through his nose. It's kind of cool. I dig him. I call him the Peace Frog. The Peace Frog. I looked at him and he reminded me of the song by the Doors called Peace Frog. I don't know if you know that song, but it's coming up in today's read as the song to listen to, Peace Frog. What did I name today's oracle? Not quite there yet. Somewhere, but not there. I don't know. That's where my brain is a whole lot of I don't know. I don't know. Grounding energy has been an absolute must as of late. I'm wearing red to ground. I am got red light on in the background to help us ground. A lot of the decks today are red in color. Red and blacks give us some grounding energy. Because this energy is intense. We have been hit hard with solar flare after solar flare after solar flare. It is penetrating deep into the darkness so that it is clearing out the stuff we don't want to see. The shadow is being exposed. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it when stuff like this happens. It's like too cool. It's too cool for words. We have root chakra. Wasn't I just talking about grounding? We have card number 1. We have a flower of life image coming in there. This is the Sacred Activations Sacred Geometry deck, which I happens to love. The frequency of the root chakra. Root chakra, root chakra, root chakra, roots. The root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on the physical plane, both in our bodies as well as the physical world. Well, this is like spot on. Like it couldn't be more spot on. I was just saying to a friend of mine that as of late, I have a new obsession of sorts, which is yin yoga. More so than I've ever done yin yoga before in my life. I'm doing like 3 to 5 hours of yin yoga a day. I'm not saying that you should do that, but it's the only thing that's keeping me sane at the moment. One of my biggest challenges on this awakening path has been silencing the mind, especially from a lot of intrusive thoughts that we get on this crazy journey that we find ourselves on. And the energy has been very much like sucking me in to somewhere I don't want to go. I don't want to go into those thoughts. I don't want to give them too much attention. So instead, I'm pulling myself down into my body. So those of us that have PTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, trauma, on the twin flame journey, because that's traumatic enough. Anybody who's going through a difficult awakening right now, our first card and message up is to ground ourselves. And the best way to do that is to get into our body. Get into the body as much as possible in whichever way you want. Maybe you don't want to do 3 to 5 hours of yin yoga, just yin. No other yogas, but for me, it's helping me get into my body, because one of the biggest problems when you have a lot of trauma is you become disassociated out of your body. You're away with the fairies, as the saying goes. You're off into your mind. You're dreaming about this. You're thinking about that you've completely left your physical form. And so we need to get back into our physical bodies as much as possibly can. For me, it is being exceptionally beneficial because the more you stretch into the body, you're focusing on the sensation of this muscle group or that muscle group. You're down on the ground. You're doing gentle poses. If yin's not your thing, then get out walking. It's not been very nice lately, so that's, the option to lie in the grass isn't there for me at the moment. So yin is something I can do at home. Do activities that are going to cultivate your root chakra. Eat red foods, eat root vegetables, eat red meats, grounding. These types of things will help ground you, get into your body. Now, I can't eat red meat myself at the moment because your diet flips and changes all through this awakening process. You listen to your body, what your body is craving. I had that question the other day. Can I eat meat on an awakening? Certainly, on certain aspects of your awakening, you will be drawn to eating meats because it will help ground you. At other times of your awakening, you'll be drawn into eating other foods. So you need to listen to your body, get into your body, wiggle your toes, practice mindful meditations if exercise isn't your jam. But the more you can get into your body, and even if it's a mantra, you're doing the dishes and you're wiggling your toes and you're like, I'm here now, safe, in my body. I am grounded into the earth, in my body. There are roots growing out of my feet into the earth and wrapping itself around that center place in the earth as many times as we want. Because listen, folks, this is no joke. I have checked out the astrology of the year ahead and wowza, okay? So no fooling around. Every single planet is moving into a new energy, okay? This is huge, okay? This isn't something that happens every single year or every freaking 10 years. Some of these planets are like 20-year cycles. Like Pluto has just entered the new energy of Aquarius. It's barely getting running yet. It's barely going yet. It's going to be in this energy for 20 years. Along with that, every other planet is moving into new energy. So everything that was before in your life is not going to be the same. Nothing is going to be the same. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely everything is moving into new energy. And when we're going through a lot of shifts and changes requiring letting go of this and hopping onto something new, we need to ground ourselves. We need to be grounded, 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 and grounded. I have grounding meditations. I have a grounding playlist. If you need help with grounding, this is our numero uno. Look, card number 1. Numero uno importance is how can we ground? Do you need grounding meditations? Type in grounding meditations and listen. You need mindfulness meditations to get into the body and practice that. All day, every day, I am here in my body. I am here now. I am in my body. My body is safe. My body is what's keeping me. Otherwise, the mind's going to go, oh, what the fuck is going on, man? I can't handle all these changes. Oh my God. Oh my God. The mind is where we don't want to be. We want to be in our body, okay? In our body. I know you can't control intrusive thoughts, but we can override them by getting into our body. So there's our first kick upside the buttocks. Is that what that root chakra card is coming in to tell us? Hello, Yvonne. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome everyone else as well. So, Yvonne, all you've missed is root chakra. Get grounded, baby. Get grounded. That's where we're going. I've pulled all my chakra decks today, so the chakra system is talking to us today. This one up next is the chakra wisdom. Chakra wisdom. Let's get some chakra wisdom. If root chakra comes up again, that's like doubly told to us. It's not. Mysticism is the next card up to us. And mysticism is another reason why we want to be grounded. So this is crown chakra. So we are opening ourselves more and more and more to our spiritual gifts. And if you are not grounded, oh, you're going to have some issues. Oh, you're going to have some problems. When you open the third eye and you open the crown to more spiritual guidance that comes in, if you are not grounded, that can come off as a lot of symptoms that look very, very scary and can be fear-inducing and confusion and overwhelm and all kinds of other things. So as we are spiritually being moved out of a type of consciousness that we previously existed at, where we thought it was just us in the world and I'm just going to do my own thing and it's just all about me, 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 me. And then we open all these petals. Look, she's got her skirt is just all these petals, the 1,000-leaf petals on the crown, opening one by one. And as all these petals open and new spiritual downloads come in and spiritual information comes in, and it's like, what's going on? Collective consciousness is going to come in. You're not going to feel so alone in the world as you start to experience other people's emotions and you start to experience telepathy, and you know, or claircognizance, you just know certain things, and clairsentience, you start having feelings and sensations in your body. Lately it's been heart chakra sensations, tight, clenching. Oh my God, what is happening? It's like a portal is opening up, and through the heart you're communicating with other people. I'm going to go back to the first card we had, which is the flower of life. Okay, I don't know how close I can get in. I'm trying to get in as close as possible because you can see intersecting circles. It's not just you anymore in collective consciousness. You're intersected with all kinds of other people. You're no longer just me doing my own thing, just, can live my life in a bubble. No, collective consciousness means you're picking up on intuitive information from everybody, and you're not just picking it up like, the nice old movies of like, I'm having a feeling that you're experiencing something. No, it's like, are you having something going on with you? Because I can feel it. I can feel it. I can know it. I can understand it. You're intersected. So the divide, the veil of division between these two is bringing us into like clusters of groups of people where you're all interconnected, and it may feel very, very overwhelming. So again, we get back to grounding. I like in this mysticism card, she's also journeying. She's not finished, and that's where the read was called So Near Yet So Far. That's what it's called, So Near. We've traveled a long distance, but we're still not there yet. Where is what is there? Where is there? I don't know, but it's not here. She's not stopping. The journey's not over. She's not like, okay, I'm done. I can go in here and just chill and relax. No, she's got to traverse past the comforts and keep on going into the unknown. We don't know what's beyond there. We can't see it. So we're trusting, having trust that Spirit is guiding us where we need to go. Whether we can see or understand it or not is really quite irrelevant at this point. We are on a purpose. We have a mission. And this mission is this spiritual journey. So there we go. That is what's coming in there. Let's move into my traditional tarot deck, which I very rarely read from, but I was instructed to. So here we go. I'm grounded really well today. Oh, that is good. Yes. The yin is really helping me with the grounding, which is so absolutely vital at this present moment in time. The energies. It's nuts. It's nutty. Okay, we've got some wands happening here. We have the 9 of Wands. We're looking behind us and seeing what has come before, which is good because we got to take stock of the situation. And then we have the 10, so we have a procession that's coming along. We have the 9 and we have the 10 of Wands coming along. He's picking up everything that was and moving it along. So there's some action steps that are being taken here. What works, we're taking with us, and what doesn't work, we're not. So we need to do a little bit of an audit of the things that we have done in our past, and say, honor them and say, okay, I grasp. That's where I came from. That was what I was doing. That's what worked for me at the time. Does that work for me now? No. So I'm going to leave that behind. I'm going to leave those beliefs behind, those actions behind, those behaviors behind, and I'm going to pick up these new ones, and I'm going to make action steps now towards new, whatever's new in front of us. So there might be a little bit of actual work coming into play, some masculine energy. And I like this because it's kind of a balancing between the taking time to take stock, so that you can make the right decisions of what to bring into the next. So some feminine energy of let's look at this, let's analyze it, let's think about it. I understand that, I'm gonna grieve that, I'm gonna let that one go, and then now I'm gonna step into action steps, moving myself towards a place of completion. Number 10, a place of completion. So I like that. We could use definitely some action steps coming in to play. It's felt very inaction oriented for a little bit of time, even though when we're in action, there is a lot of action that's happening within. Next, I'm moving into my shadow and light oracle. See what balancing comes from both. I'm seeing self-doubt. There's some self-doubt. Yes. Or maybe just doubt in general. This whole journey is full of doubt. There we go. We got 2 cards coming out. We have love versus hurt. Oh, yes. Well, I did talk a little bit about the heart chakra stuff that's been at play for me and a lot of us on this twin flame journey. Look at this. We have swans. There's a twinny sign for you, if not. And I love it because in this card, it's almost like this person is hugging themselves. See? Love, 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 love the fuck out of yourself. So when you're sitting in an energy of that heart space being clenched and the energy is intense and we need to love, 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 love the fuck out of ourselves. Comfort yourself where you can. This is card number 7, love versus hurt. And then we also have card number 23 popped out, which is obliviousness versus awareness. So coming into a new level of conscious awareness is definitely at play. As I talked about, this mysticism card is opening us, that crown chakra, into a new level of awareness of our interconnectedness between those. So those of us that are on the twin journey, you may be experiencing and sensing a lot of feeling, a lot of overwhelm, and you're like, is this even mine? Like, what's going on? So let's go back to the interconnectedness. When you become more and more aware through this, and we're moving ourselves further and further and further out of obliviousness and just being in that own little me bubble into a conscious collective bubble of awareness. And in that collectiveness, this is where we have to learn that numero uno is making sure that you are grounded in a place of self-love and loving yourself through the energetic shifts. We are letting go of the old toxic behaviors that say that I need to save others. It's not your job to save anyone else. It's not your job to educate anyone else. It's not your job to even though you may feel inspired to because you're all of a sudden feeling all kinds of sensations, it's your job to manage you while you are having all of these sensations, finding tools and techniques for you to feel grounded. So you're not seeking outside of yourself, but you're seeking within yourself at whatever energies are coming in. Oh, I'm feeling anxiety right now. doesn't matter why I'm feeling it. The mind it's irrelevant, but this is what I'm feeling right now. Okay, this is what I can ground. I can transmute this anxiety and ground this anxiety by doing XYZ. Oh, I'm feeling loneliness. Okay, what can I give myself into the loneliness? How can I love myself in the loneliness and bring myself down into a place of greater love and compassion? So it's combining the outside energies that are coming in with your inside knowledge and your awareness as a person that is able to transmute and alchemize energy. Doesn't matter where the energy came from. I sometimes look at it that like when we open ourselves to collective consciousness, it's like becoming an air filtration system. And then all of a sudden, we're filtering not only our own stuff, but we're filtering other people's stuff as well. And it can feel very overwhelming, which is why we have to ground and why we have to give ourselves the self-love and not and process through those hurts, those aches, those pains, those and give ourselves the time and affection that we need so that we give ourselves greater awareness. Now, talking about root chakra, I'm getting toasty warm. This thing is so hot. I need to take it off. So now we're going to replace it with some love energy. That's nice. Love energy is always a good thing. But my God, I'm roasting. I'm roasting. Okay. Where were we? Next up, let's hop into my other chakra deck. The Chakra Insight Oracle. Hello, Rainbow. Welcome, 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 my darling. We are moving along. This deck is huge, so bear with me. What are the messages we need most at this time? Please. Heart chakra. I like it. So our the main focus so far has been root chakra, grounding, heart chakra, getting back into that heart space and understanding that it's going through its own development and expansions and contractions and interconnectedness. This is where the heart communicates from. This interconnectedness, this collective consciousness is not a mental processes. You know, as I said, in the movies in the past, you would see people go, oh, I'm sensing something, you know, and they'd touch their head like they were getting a message. What they should have been doing is touching their heart and saying, I'm sensing something is going on, because it's the heart that is communicating between you and others. And that's where this connectedness of this flower of life, these intersecting circles are all that you can even see like this bright little spark of light. That's like the portal that is the spark within the heart. Okay, so this heart chakra, card number 22, and then we also have crown chakra. So we need to be grounded because spirit is giving us more information. And where does crown and root combine? They combine in the heart. That is the center place. That's why heart is not only green energy, it's also pink energy, because we have like a violet white energy up here and we have a red energy down there. And anybody who does artwork knows when you mix white and you mix red, you get pink. And so pink is also heart chakra, as well as the green vibration that's coming in. And this is like a perfect merging. You can see two energies coming in, the intersecting triangles making the Star of David, which is divine masculine, divine feminine energies intersecting and coming together as one. And when they come together as one within, that's when they vibrate out this like very, very powerful energy. So Heart chakra stuff is happening. I know it has been for me in the last couple of days. Also doing a lot of heart-centric meditations. I just did a U-Talk last night talking with Thomas, and Thomas was also talking about, you know, how you have to have heart-mind interaction, cohesion, so that when you're focused, your mind, your mental processes onto the heart space, you know, hands onto heart, breath into heart. The heart is all about breath, because that's our lungs. Our lungs are there. It's the energy of air. So we need to focus on energies of earth as well as energies of air, getting out and breathing as much as possible. So if you have some nice weather, do get out and practice, get some movement happening, and get into the body, feeling the air into the heart space is what's happening. And I want to read in this book on heart space, because I'm feeling like there's a message in here for us. So I'm going to hop into this as well, because I want it to doubly hit home for us. Okay, so 22, heart chakra. And it says, bathed in the sky of pure air and fluffy white clouds, emitting rays of positive energy, rises Anada, our heart chakra. A circular flower with 12 green petals evenly surrounds a yantra of 2 intersecting triangles, called the Star of David within the Jewish tradition. This symbol, surrounded by a circle, represents the integration of union of male and female, just like what I said, as the living bridge between heaven and earth. The union of souls and connection with the earth and the divine reminds us of the essence of oneness and the interconnectedness of all of life. Our heart chakras beat in unison with the pulse of divinity. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Research shows that the ultramagnetic field of the heart is many times greater than that of our rational thinking brain. Our heart has intelligence, the wisdom that sees well beyond the surface of life to the energetic essence in all moments. When we open our hearts, we feel expansive and infinite, like a vast open sky. This card encourages a space of openness and free-flowing love. When we keep ourselves stuck in hurt, we had love and hurt come up already, blame or resentment, our heart center closes, shutting us off from our true nature and connection with life. As we allow ourselves to forgive and accept and to have compassion for others and for ourselves, it is like removing logs from a river and re-engaging with the greater flow of life. It is time to openly give and receive love. Let this great power center of your heart heal wounds, build bridges of genuine connection in all areas of your life. There is no place that love cannot be a deep service. Like a spring breeze through the trees, your heart has the capacity to see and move beyond all apparent obstacles with grace and ease. And just as your heart keeps blood moving through your body, heart chakra keeps love moving through the channels of your life. It is time now to awaken the power of your heart chakra. This card encourages generosity, giving, and sharing. It encourages you to also welcome these things into your life with open arms, a welcoming of heart. So there's some affirmations that it gives us, which says, I am open to accepting love from others, and I am worthy of this love. My choices come from love. Peace fills my heart. I love easily and freely with others and myself. I love, I am loved, and I am love. So yes, that is absolutely beautiful. Love, love, love. I'm now hearing the Beatles, All We Need Is Love. So there's our second song to go listen to today. All you need is love, love. Yes, some love would be good, because Shadow might come on up, and let's see what Shadow might be saying to us from the Dark Mirror deck. Hello, Jazzy Jen. Yes. What are we going to give some love to in the shadow realms? I won't cry for you. Well, if we hold all the tears back, it's going to hurt. So we're going to actually allow ourselves to cry those tears and show ourselves love if you're feeling grief coming through. Grief of lost loves, love of the pasts that have not shown up in the energies that we have. So we can see this poor lovely lady here crying tears of blood. It's not so pleasant for her. Card number 22 coming in. That's two 22s, by the way, in a row. We had Heart Chakra 22, and now we have I Won't Cry for You 22. So we're in loving ourselves. That means loving all of ourselves. That means loving a free expression and not holding ourselves back into a place of ego going, well, you know, I should know better, or it should have been different, or judging and criticizing. No, it was what it was, and it hurt. So allow your hurts to be expressed. Allow yourself to cry for those people that you miss. If you're in an energy of missing somebody that's absent, it's okay to miss people. It's okay if your heart is aching, and there's absolutely nothing wrong for that. So allow the tears to come and to flow. Eventually they're going to stop. But if you hold them all in, then yeah, it could be a bloody mess, because you know, when we hold stuff in, that's how we get ill and get sick and get fat and get diabetes and all the other illnesses, depression and this, that, and the other, because we're holding on to our hurts and we're not letting ourselves express them. You have to express them. You have to and while you do, you love yourself. You hold yourself. You soothe yourself. You comfort yourself. So if you're missing a past love that you loved and it meant something to you, then honor that. There's nothing wrong with honoring things that died. We do it with people. Why can't we do it with lost loves? And whether that be a marriage or a relationship or some ships passing in the night, you know, you met somebody, you fell in love, it didn't work out. Of course you're going to feel sad. It makes sense to feel sad. Your heart is involved in this. It doesn't matter what your egoic mind says. Your egoic mind might criticize you and say, get over it by now. Why are you crying over this? And you're like, man, you're a harshly critical so-and-so. I'm going to shut you down, and I'm going to actually say, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay. It's okay to feel grief. It's okay to mourn. It's okay to be disappointed and hurt by the things that you didn't work out. You had relationships that you invested in, and you thought that they were going to be something different than they were, and they turned out to be something else, and now you're upset about it. Well, good. Cry about it. Release it. Let the waters flow. That's the message. Clear the stagnation. We don't want the stagnation in us. Stagnation is what's going to keep us... This deck is ginormous. So this, next up, let's see what archetypical energies are coming into play in Carolyn Myss's Archetypes deck. And it's the hardest deck to shuffle. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. It almost popped out. We have Networker. So the light attributes of Networker coming into play, as well as shadow attributes. The light attributes enhances unity through sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy, And then the shadow aspects are conveys information only for personal gain and spreads fear and falsehood. Ooh, we don't want that. So what kind of information are you exchanging with people? How and how often, and for what purpose? We go back to where we started from, which was the flower of life, the interconnecting energies, that you're part of a collective, you're part of something bigger than yourself, and so communicating is necessary sometimes to get greater levels of awareness that can come in. You know, it's much easier when you're able to communicate. And so when you share information, it's going to be better for everybody involved. It's going to help that crown chakra feel validated, because a lot of the spiritual stuff that happens is a little bit woo-woo and a little bit out there, and you might feel like you're a little bit kooky and a little bit nuts. So when you're experiencing something, being part of community is very valuable, because you can share with others and say, hey, listen, I've been going through like some crazy energy lately where my chest is tight, or I'm feeling anxious, or I'm feeling this or that. How are you doing? And then they respond and go, oh man, yeah, I'm going through the exact same thing. And so one, it validates you so that you have a little less doubt. At one point I saw the card doubt. So it helps validate and soothe the egoic mind when you, especially in a spiritual awakening, because there's so many intense experiences that happen that sometimes aren't grounded in our old way of looking at the world. And so when you have community that you can share information with, and so join the Spiritual Warrior Support Group if you aren't already over there. That's an excellent place to share. Or reach out and send messages to people that you want to connect with and talk with, and you know, share notes. Some networking would be good and useful energy for us, because we've been in hermited, isolated energy for a long period of time. So this is a clear message saying it's now time to maybe exchange a little bit of truth, exchange a little bit of info, because it will actually provide you and them with some great betterment. Okay, next up, I'm hopping into my, because it's been very twinny energy lately. I don't know if others are experiencing that. The other twins that I've talked to, yes, are, which is when you feel a pull into that third energy. And so what is the third energy? If you don't know, the third energy is when you meet your twin flame. It's like, I kind of look at it like there's a salad dressing bottle. You know those fancy bottles that one half of the bottle is oil and the other half of the bottle is vinegar. And then when you tip it upside down, it blends together when you put it all over your salad, and it blends. So that is the third energy, the blended energy. So the divide between the two energetics, it dissolves, and you get more and more information coming in between the two. And so in the ethers, it's got nothing to do with networking. It's an energetic on the mysticism level. You're feeling all this interconnection with another person, and you're like, I don't know what to do with all this information. And sometimes, depending on what's happening energetically, you really feel into those times where you're feeling what I call very twinny energy, where your heart chakra is activated and open and receiving information energetically. So I have the twin flame deck, see what message comes up for us in here. Your mind does not like it. But it is what it is. 10. So there's another 10. We've had 10s come in and 22s come in, our main numbers. 10, divine creativity. I like this because we have a lot of butterflies and the... Oh, what is that shape called? It's the name of it's flown, the Fibonacci sequence, isn't it? Where it grows and grows and grows and grows exponentially. So we are in a process of exponential growth and transformation coming through. So look at all these butterflies, and it's lovely because there's like a whole bunch of them, which ties back into networking, you know, a community where we started in this solar singular place in the middle, and we're working our way out, interconnected. So divine creativity, receiving cosmic intelligence. Yes, so as our heart is open, we are receiving more information from those that we are connected to, our soul tribe, our divine counterparts, our soul team, from higher realms. We're getting all kinds of insight and information coming through that's going to help us grow and develop into something new. What? We may not know. We may not have all of the pieces of the puzzle that have come thoroughly in right now. So, yes, the more we open ourselves and do that heart-centered work and I allow whatever is processing in this moment to come to me. I am open to receive. I am not judging. I am accepting, even though this may feel painful, this may feel less than desirable. It doesn't matter what it feels. We're open to all feeling and all creative expression, all emotions coming in, all energies coming in and flowing through us to help transmute out. Now is a good place to throw into the chat if you would like an individual card pulled for you. I had Steph get in touch with me at the beginning of my read because she doesn't have the chat capacity and asked for a card to be pulled for her. So I pulled a deck, and this one goes out to Steph. And to anyone else that would like a card pulled for them, throw it into the chat, and I will pull a deck for you, and we will see what energy is coming up. So this one is for Steph, but it's also for the collective because we're all interconnected. See how that works? Oh, and we have parrot energy coming in, which is expression. So the parrot is known very much as, are you just repeating, or are you going to start something new is what I'm picking up from this card. So instead of parroting just the same old stuff, self-expression is about expressing yourself uniquely and independently. I want to go into the book for parrot for you, because there's a message in here for you. Lizard, owl, panda, panther, parrot, expression. When the spirit of parrot comes to you, it is a time to express yourself. As the parrot does with its colors and its voice, your expression can take many forms. Did you maybe remain silent too long and need to tell another person what you really think? Or maybe it's time to write that book that you have been thinking of for so long. More generally, you may need to start working on the projects you have always dreamed of. It can be scary to do this. What if I'm judged, criticized, or ridiculed? That might happen, but it must not stop you from sharing your gifts with the world. If you wait for everyone's approval, you might wait for a very long time. To express your true nature, let go of old pride and shame paradigm. For every time you are proud of yourself, there will be a time when you feel ashamed or not good enough, as the two faces of the same coin. So instead of oscillating between those two states, choose the middle way. Do things for yourself, because they are the most direct expression of who you are. Not because they may bring you to acceptance, fame, or admiration. That way, you won't be afraid of a potential negative outcome, as there won't be anybody to impress or disappoint. You have nothing to prove. Just be yourself and share your unique light with the world. The message from the parrot for Stephanie and everyone in the collective is: express yourself. Don't be afraid to shine. So I love that. Yes. Express your authentic, truthful words. It is time to speak them loudly, clearly, concisely. Would anybody else like a card pulled for them? Please mention so in the chat, and I will pull something out for you. While I'm waiting for that, I'm going to get, I feel like this deck here, as a kind of loving vibe. In this is work with our light. Let's bring that light in. Okay, so see, this is why sometimes I'm called to do pull from different decks, because it's nice to sometimes get the same message twice, because it's kind of like the universe going, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Share your voice. If the parrot wasn't loud enough, here's a kick up the backside and a slap side the head to remind you it's time to come out of your cave. Fear not the persecution and express yourself. So we have expression now, one right after each other. And you can see this lovely lady looking like she wants to get to the other side of this waterway. And she's been nestled in this cave in the dark for a period of time. And over there, she can see that there is a great pyramid in the background that awaits her. And that's where she's meant to be. And pyramids are healing structures, so she wants to get somewhere safe. But, you know, there is no way across but through, and she's going to get wet. So, yes, she doesn't have a boat. The waters look a little bit tumultuous. It doesn't look like it's going to be the easiest swim in the world, but she's just going to have to dive deep and go for it. So if you are having things that you haven't said that you needed to say for a long period of time, and you've been hiding yourself away and not expressing them, it's time now to say them loudly, clearly. I want out. I want a different job. I don't want to eat that. Whatever it is, say it. Jump in. And understand waves will be made, and it, as Parrot reminded us, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. You don't need to prove anything to anybody else. You just need to do what's right for you and follow your heart. Follow where your heart is guiding you to go. Jazzy Jen would like a card. Jazzy Jen, I'm going into the Dragon Oracle for you, darling. See what the dragons have to say. And anyone else, hop on in and let me know if you are looking for an oracle card. If anybody would like to book a one-on-one with me, feel free to reach out to book. All of my services are by donation, including my oracle reads. So it's a half-hour oracle read. There are 3 price points there for you to choose from that's going to fit your financials, and see what works best for you. And there we go. For Jazzy Jen, we have self-worth, my darling. More heart energy coming in, mixed with a little bit of solar plexus. So this is to remind you that you are worthy just by being. You have nothing to prove. That comes back to this message again. So when you step into your own energy, you can see this. I'm going to just do my own thing. And I like it because he's kind of spotted, and it reminds me of the vibe that, you know, I don't look like anyone else. I'm unique. I have my own spots. I dance to my own drum. I do my own thing. And even so, I am worthy. I am worthy in my uniqueness. I am worthy in, I have value in my weirdness. I have My ability to express myself might not sound the same as everybody else, but that's what makes me worthy and more beautiful and more unique. You don't want to be mass produced. Like you can go to Walmart and buy a chain that every single person has access to and can buy themselves for $29.95, or you can be you and be in a museum somewhere because you're one of a kind and you're behind a plexiglass and there's lasers that are blocking access, and very few people get to actually have access to you. The curator of the museum and maybe one very rich person has access to get behind all the blockades, past the security guards, in through the laser thing, past the plexiglass with the key and the keypad, and there you are. The most unique version of yourself. That's what you are. So be aware of that. You are not like everybody else, and that's what makes you worth so much more. Right? So the mass-produced item isn't worth a lot. Everyone has access to that. The unique one with its own spots is only you. So that makes you valuable beyond measure. Valuable beyond measure. I hope that resonates with you, darling. Anyone else? I think that's it for us today. Okay, well, I'm going to send absolutely everybody lots of love out there. If you are struggling right now, listen, so many solar flares and crazy energy coming in for this next year. I'm going to be here as much as I can to help guide us all through this because it's tumultuous change. So let's go back and review. Get grounded. The more you have spiritual connections to things, the more you're going to have to ground, okay? And then we're going to let go of the stuff that doesn't work for us. We're going to pick up and do the work to get to the stuff that does work for us. We're going to learn to love the fuck out of ourselves and get out of singular thinking and understand we're part of a collective, and that collective communicates through the heart. We're going to allow ourselves to feel our feels and cry our tears and express our grief. And then we're going to connect with people. We're going to talk to people. We're going to share. We're going to compare notes, all of that type of a thing. Because as a collective, we are in this expansion stage right now. So we had contracted last year. Now we're going to be expanding. We need to express ourselves, our truths, speak them loudly and clearly, share your voice, because your voice is unique and special. That all said, peace out, everybody.